Greetings everyone, I'm Maria Bregman, and you're on the Creativities channel.
Today we immerse ourselves in the fascinating world of Roman art and learn about its history, from the Republic to the Empire. Roman art is not just beautiful sculptures and frescoes, but a reflection of the life and culture of the ancient state. Let's start our journey into the past. Roman art has a magnificent history, full of development and influence from different cultures. Let's start our study with the Republican period 509 BC to 27 BC. During this period of the formation of the Roman state, the Romans actively borrowed elements of Greek art, but in time they created their own style. The main artistic genres of the time were sculpture and architecture. Republican sculpture consisted mainly of portraits of high-ranking citizens, such as politicians and military leaders. A characteristic of Roman sculpture was the desire for realism and accuracy in conveying the details of the face and body. The famous Roman sculptor Cicero, for example, created portraits that reflected not only a person's appearance, but also their character. His works were highly valued and sought after by society, as they helped to preserve the memory of important people and events. The architecture of the Republic also sought to create grandiose and majestic structures. The main materials used were stone and marble. The most famous example of Republican architecture is the Colosseum or Flavian Amphitheater. Its grand design and capacity for up to 50,000 spectators made it an exceptional venue for a wide range of events, including gladiator fights and other entertainment. The Colosseum is still a symbol of the Roman Empire and one of the most popular tourist sites in the world. The real flowering of Roman art came during the period of the Empire 27 BC to 476 AD. At this time, Rome became the center of a powerful empire that covered most of Europe and the Mediterranean. This led to a flourishing of art and culture, with the emergence of new genres and styles. Architecture became one of the most important branches of Roman art in the empire. The Romans built majestic palaces, forums, baths, aqueducts, and other structures that still impress with their beauty and monumentality. A special place was given to temples dedicated to gods and goddesses. A famous example of such architecture is the Pantheon, a temple dedicated to all the gods of ancient Rome. Its dome is still the largest undestroyed dome in the world. The Romans also used arches and vaults to create impressive structures that have stood the test of time. Sculpture also evolved during the imperial period. It became more emotional and expressive. Roman sculptors skillfully conveyed feelings and emotions. As seen in the famous work Laocoon and His Sons, sculptors created portraits of emperors and other high-ranking individuals, often used to personify the power and might of the Roman Empire. This period also saw the emergence of the genre of decorative sculpture, used to decorate palaces and temples. The Romans used a variety of materials to create magnificent works of art. They used marble, bronze, gold, and other precious stones to create sculptures and jewelry. They also used glass and ceramics to create unique works of art. It is impossible not to mention Roman painting, which also underwent changes during the empire. The main themes of painting at that time were realistic portraits, landscapes, and mythological subjects. The Romans also invented new techniques and materials for painting. Famous artists of the time were Apuleius and Serapion. The Romans also created unique frescoes, which were one of the most popular forms of painting in ancient Rome. The frescoes were painted on wet plaster, which allowed them to retain their brightness and beauty for many years. They often depicted scenes from everyday life, mythological subjects, or portraits of famous people. A famous example of Roman painting is the fresco The Fall of the Trojan City found in Pompeii. The Romans were also masters of mosaics. These were paintings made from multicolored pieces of stone that decorated the floors and walls of public buildings and the homes of wealthy Romans, the masters of mosaic art used the opus tessellatum technique, which consisted of creating an image from small pieces of stone or glass called tesserae. This technique made it possible to create bright and detailed images. The most famous examples of Roman mosaics are the Battle of Alexandria and the portrait of Alexander the Great. Finally, decorative arts such as stone and metal carving were widespread in Rome. Artists created decorations for buildings, furniture, and everyday objects. They also used rich patterns and designs to create stunning works of art. In this way, Roman art of the Republican and Empire periods represents a wonderful blend of Greek traditions, innovations, and diversity introduced by the Romans themselves. It reflects the greatness and power of the Roman Empire, its culture, and its way of life. These achievements in architecture, sculpture, and painting became the basis for many subsequent styles and art forms, and continue to inspire and fascinate us today. We hope that our podcast has helped you to better understand the art history of ancient Rome. Follow our episodes on the Creativity is channel and learn more interesting facts about the world of art. See you soon!